Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first Tailgate Talks. First, please welcome the 2023 Rapid Fire Champion, Alex Brown.
Make sure my microphone's on. Alrighty. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna take this off. It's a little too heavy for my hand, you know. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set that here for now. Get this out of the way. Don't want a crowded shot. Make it professional looking. Hey, bud. Got my drip on today because, you know, rapid fire. Finally get to celebrate it in person. Mike's got his Kenny Pickett jersey on, which I think Mark Madden's already said enough about Kenny Pickett, so I'm just going to not say anything. So, can we get started?
So welcome to Tailgate Talks.
New Tailgate
Which,
Talks.
by the way, I was a little nervous because I thought I was going to say Burrow today, but I didn't.
You got it right.
So that's it. That's all you have?
Yeah.
Wow.
We've had our share of being annoying intros. You moved the camera all around the studio. I've used the podium a couple times. I ran a couple victory laps and whacked you in the head a couple times. So I figured today we would just go with a real smooth intro.
I was expecting more, ladies and gentlemen. Not gonna lie, I was expecting more. And by the way,
First episode.
This is actually my fantasy football championship ring.
It is.
Alex will have his next week.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. So now that we're on our own channel, I can do this.
Yeah, you can.
I can do this. Hey, Richie, I can do this. No consequences.
TV's in a bit of an awkward spot. That's all
So I'll fix it in a second because I got to get up in a second. So we can say damn, hell, and bitch if we want to. However, we can say the F word, but here's the catch. This is where I got to get up, and I'm going to move the TV. I'm going to move the TV for a second as you look at Alex's beautiful face.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good spot, actually. We usually have it over here. That's a good spot. I like that.
I thought we always, whatever.
I like that.
We have a rule. If you say the F word, you stand in the timeout box and in the penalty box for 2 minutes, and your microphone is muted. And it's going to be over here.
It'll be over in the corner.
So, yes.
If you're bad, you got to go in the corner and stand in the penalty box for 2 minutes.
Yes. So we're going to keep it. There's going to be a F-bomb penalty box for Tailgate
And
Talks.
on episodes where we say it, there'll probably be a counter down here or down
We're not going to say. I think we've done it.
or up there because the logo's over
Yeah.
here.
We did so many Burrow Tailgate Talks where we can't swear. We're going to be fine, I feel like. But
Yeah,
I think
me too.
But here's the thing. I feel like once we get going, saying all the other words.
Especially when we talk about things that, you know, really get on our nerves.
Yeah, so we'll see. It's going to be interesting.
Welcome to the new channel, ladies and gentlemen.
So, but here's the thing. Now we actually have to say subscribe, hit that like button, hit the notification, all that fun stuff. We actually got to say it now.
Yeah, because it's ours.
It's ours. So I did not do my notes today, so I'll be going off my phone. So
I'll be going off mine for the end, so.
So, and we do have a little rapid fire thing actually, completely different than the normal. Just some questions Alex is going to answer.
Yeah, Mike's got some questions for me.
So do we want to save that for after NFL stuff?
Yeah, let's save it for the end. What do we got on deck today anyway? I know what I have.
So whatever you want to start with, honestly. It doesn't matter to me. Whatever's the first topic we talk about on this new channel.
Let's start with the big thing. Let's start with NFL playoffs. There's been 4 games so far, 2 games left. I'll address those in a minute. We're going to go down in order that they happened so far. So opening wildcard game, was Saturday at 4:30, I believe. Browns played the Texans, and that's my Buckeye. That's all I'm going to say about this one. C.J. Stroud, 16 for 21, 274 yards and 3 touchdowns. Those 3 touchdowns is tied for a rookie record, tied for the most touchdowns thrown by a rookie quarterback in the playoffs. So, in one playoff game, obviously. Other things, Flacco throws 2 pick sixes, scored more points for the Texans than his own team. Texans won their first playoff game since 2019, since the quarterback we don't talk about was their quarterback. Texans roll 45-14 at home to open the playoffs. Great game. C.J. Stroud looking to, I mean, if he didn't cement his Offensive Rookie of the Year status and D'Amico Ryans didn't cement his Coach of the Year status, then I'll be shocked. Yeah. Second game of the day, Dolphins at Chiefs. Miami's offense couldn't do anything in frigid Arrowhead, 264 total yards. Mahomes carried the Chiefs along. Pacheco had a good game, too, 20 carries for like 89 yards and a touchdown. Mahomes went 23 for 41 for 262 and a touchdown. High volume efficiency was fine. Chiefs dominated 26-7. Next game, Packers at Cowboys. Mike, if you remember, put the meme up. Put the Alex Brown meme up. It'll pop up if we remember. Aaron Jones, by the way, has the highest yards per carry of any running back ever against the Cowboys. I believe the next 2 are Barry Sanders and Walter Payton. Most yards per game of any running back against the Cowboys. He had 21 for 118 and 3 touchdowns yesterday against the Dallas Cowboys. Jordan Love, amazing in his first playoff game, 16 for 21, 272 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was absolutely shredding the Cowboys defense. Dak threw 60 passes, and he threw 2 picks on those 60 passes. Green Bay is the first 7 seed to win a playoff game. They were at Dallas. They win 48-32. That score sounds a lot closer. It was 48-16 at one point. Green Bay absolutely smoked Dallas. First 3 playoff games of the year, not even close whatsoever. Fourth game, though, primetime game last night. Finally got a close one. The Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff Bowl. Both playing their former teams. Rams were at the Lions. Got a good wild card game finally. Hopefully we'll get at least one more good one today. Stafford and Goff combined went 47 for 63 for 644 yards and 3 touchdowns. Both quarterbacks were balling yesterday. Teams combined for 759 total yards, and the Lions held on 24-23 for their first playoff win since, listen closely, their first playoff win since January 5th of 1992.
I thought it was 91.
It was the 91-92 season.
Oh, true.
Yeah. True. So that was the best one so far. All the other ones were blowouts. Remaining games are both today. Steelers play at the Bills at 4:30 p.m., which is approximately 2.5 hours from now.
Yeah, I was going to say, as the time of this recording, we have no idea.
Yeah, it is currently 2:07, or 2:12, right. Sorry, as we speak.
Wait. I got an idea. All right, Mike, future Mike. Me, not the one.
Not Mike in the booth right now.
Not Mike in the booth right now. Drum roll. Did the Steelers win?
Hopefully. And then last game, Eagles at Bucks tonight. Can't wait to watch the Eagles lose to Baker Mayfield, 8:15 Eastern Time. Those are the playoff games for this weekend. The playoff schedule, like the day and the times, have been set already for the divisional. I did not write those down, but I'll get those in a minute. But yeah, so far, interesting playoff games in the wild card. The number 1 defense in the league allowed 45 points in their wild card game, and the number 1 offense only scored 7 points in their wild card game. So very, very interesting. A lot of scripts being flipped, some surprises. So
I guess we could start talking about the Steelers. I guess we can talk about the Steelers a little bit.
Yeah, I assume you got that.
Yeah, we can. So make this clear. I'm going to make this clear.
We're going to be previewing this game, obviously.
Yes. You take a look at the jersey I have on right now.
Kenny Pickett.
However, I want Mason to do well. I want the Steelers to win. I don't give a who the quarterback is. Just win. Most likely, ladies and gentlemen, the guy that has the starting job in 2024 is right here.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much already said that.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, even if Mason wins the Super Bowl, because Nick Foles won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and he wasn't.
So even if,
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I didn't think about that.
So even if Mason wins the Super Bowl, it's still Kenny's job. Unless Kenny just absolutely just sucks ass in training camp, which I'm going to say this, and I told Alex this yesterday, and if you're a Pitt fan watching this and you've watched Kenny in college, you get what I'm about to say. When Kenny Pickett is under pressure, and I'm talking under pressure in about to lose his job, he thrives. When Kenny Pickett is under pressure to have a goal, he thrives. He was almost benched a few times at Pitt. Not many people know that. He was almost benched at Pitt, and he thrived. And look what happened. He had to come out in 2021, and you could say he's in the ACC, he played weak teams, I get it. But with the numbers he put up, he had to come out, literally sling that football to be a first rounder. And he did. Now, if you want to say because he went to Pitt, whatever, I don't care. He was still a first rounder. It's still in the history books. He was the first round pick for the Steelers. So, when he's under pressure, he thrives. So I think there's a chance he'll be all right next year. And plus, he deserves a fair chance without Matt Canada.
He does. That's true.
Mitch got his chance without Matt Canada, and he failed. Mason Rudolph is getting his chance without Matt Canada, and he's thriving. So Kenny deserves a shot without Matt Canada. And first game without Canada, yeah, you could say, okay, played the Bengals, not one of the best defenses or whatever.
No.
I'm going to be fair, like I said with Mason. But still, the signs showed that there's something there. If Kenny sucked against the Bengals, we'd be having a totally different conversation. So we're just going to put that there. Now, as for the game, because I want the Steelers to win. And by the way, there's a picture, literally, of all three quarterbacks wearing gloves and being happy and fun. So yeah, there's trouble in the quarterback.
Yeah, that's so stupid and baseless.
Yeah, get out of here with those fake rumors. But this is what I think. If you make the Bills run, you have a chance. And honestly, if Josh Allen tries to throw to Stephon Diggs, he doesn't have Gabe Davis, right?
Is he not playing?
I don't think so. There's a chance.
Let me check the Bills injury
But
report.
honestly, I think the Steelers, what they need to do is just make the Bills run the ball. And you'll be safe.
It'll at least shorten the game and take the ball out of Josh Allen's hands.
And what you also need to do on offense, honestly, same thing you've been doing the last few weeks. Try to do it.
Gabe Davis is out.
But here's the thing, too. This is why I don't know what's going to happen. Because this is really, if you think about it, defensive-wise, because the Bills minus Gabe Davis being out, and I think one other guy, the Bills are pretty much healthy and at full strength. So this is Mason Rudolph's first test.
They will be missing Taylor Rapp for sure, who's pretty good in the secondary, and Rasul Douglas is questionable. He's one of their corners. Tyrell Dodson, one of their linebackers, is also questionable. So we'll see how they do. They have some guys that have been out for a while, though, so we'll see how that goes.
And here's another thing, too. We're going to really see if this is a Linsanity run with Mason Rudolph or not.
Yeah.
I think it is, just because of look at the defenses he's played. The Bengals, the Seahawks, and backups of the Ravens. So we'll see. I don't know. If you put me on the spot, I'm going to say I don't know.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We will see. Of course, I want the Steelers to win, and I want Mason Rudolph to do well. But being realistic, I don't know. It's the Bills. So there's a good chance the Steelers might get cooked. There's a chance they might not get cooked.
Yeah, Josh Allen could absolutely go off. I will say, though, the conditions are going to be bad.
So we'll see.
Like, they pushed the game back a day for pretty much no reason. It's still really bad out in Buffalo.
And Josh Allen might be throwing, and he can throw. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I figure we're talking about the Steelers. We might as well talk about some other football stuff that we haven't.
We honestly could just do the rapid fire right now if you want to.
Yeah, let me just say, so this is from the Pat McAfee show. Adam Schefter was on. This is about a week old, I think. Yeah, this is a week old. This is from last week on Twitter. I don't know what Mike Tomlin is going to do, but I can tell you that people out there in the league think after this season he could walk away. That is a quote from Adam Schefter. Obviously, he's saying that he doesn't know for sure, but if he's hearing speculation from other sources in the league that he could walk away for a season, take a break, then I would say that it's definitely a possibility to keep your eye on. So that's a big thing for Mike Tomlin. Other NFL or just general football news, I believe we already talked about Michigan winning the national championship. I can't remember. No, we haven't.
No, we didn't.
Michigan won the national championship. Jim Harbaugh is being interviewed by teams. The Chargers are the first team to interview him. Bill Belichick is parting ways with New England. Nick Saban has retired from Alabama, so he's done. Pete Carroll is stepping out as the head coach in Seattle. So there's some big news that we haven't covered yet. Eventually, we might dive deeper into some of those things for topics on the show, but generally, those are the biggest. That's the biggest news. Some of the other hot names to be looking out for as head coaches are offensive coordinator for the Texans, Bobby Slowick, Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator for the Lions, obviously. Eric Bieniemy, the Washington offensive coordinator, I would think is probably another one. Dan Quinn, defensive coordinator of the Cowboys, probably as well.
From Isaac's Twitter, Bills Mafia.
Bills Mafia ain't slowing down in the weather.
No, they are not. All right, I got the rapid fire ready to go if you're ready.
Yeah,
to
let's
go.
do it.
All right. So I told Alex, no explanation, answer, move on. You've done rapid fire before. You know the rules.
Yes.
So are you ready? Number 1. Is Jalen Hurts elite still?
No.
If Mason Rudolph played all year under Matt Canada, would he be getting the praise he is right now, and would the Steelers be in the playoffs?
No.
Where will Bill Belichick end up?
Atlanta.
Wow. Who will the Patriots take number 1 this year?
Like with their first round pick?
Yes.
They're not first overall, though.
But who would they take at number 1?
I don't know where they pick, but I'm going to say Drake May.
Who's the first quarterback off the board?
Caleb.
Should AP be brought back as the Raiders head coach?
Absolutely.
Who has a better chance of having a great year 2, Bryce Young or Anthony Richardson?
AR.
To be safe, how many touchdowns does Kenny Pickett need to throw next season?
At least 25, if not 28.
Who should back up Kenny Pickett next season?
Josh Dobbs.
Wow. Not even Mason Rudolph. We can talk about that later.
Mason's going to get a contract.
Who deserves more blame for Kenny Pickett's year 2 struggles, Mike Tomlin or Matt Canada?
Canada.
Who steps in for Mike Tomlin if he walks away?
Ooh, wow. Oh, wow. Like as interim? If he walks away and they bring in a new head coach?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
On the spot.
Oh my God, that's a hard one.
Matt Canada.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Shoot, I'm forgetting his name. What's his name?
I don't know.
He was a quarterback for the Steelers for a little bit. Not a starter.
Big Ben.
Not a starter.
Brian Leftwich?
Yeah, Byron Leftwich. He's already been a name
All right.
of interest for the new OC job, so.
Then the last one, and we can do this more often if you want to. Who has more of a chance to be a bust? Drake May, Caleb Williams, or Jaden Daniels?
Caleb is the highest ceiling, so he'll be the quickest to get labeled a bust if he doesn't pan out.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's the rapid fire
That's what happened with Bryce. So.
That's true. That's true, though. I think it's unfair to
Yeah, his team sucks.
His team literally is ass.
Yeah.
But,
Frank Reich didn't want to draft him.
Yeah.
Favorite ironic situation ever. Frank Reich liked C.J. Stroud more. The Panthers made him draft Bryce Young and then fired him when Bryce Young didn't play well.
So are we going to cover NHL next?
Yeah, let me just get...
So I think we should do a demonstration about something.
Okay, let me get these out first real quick.
Yeah, but that's why I think we should do a demonstration.
Okay.
About something.
So this is the time slots in the days for the divisional round games. They're not guaranteed yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Texans play... I'm trying to think of who they would play. Anyway, Texans will be facing someone on Saturday, January 20th at 4:30. Packers-Niners is already cemented Saturday, January 20th as well at 8:15. And then the Lions will be... So the Texans will be at someone. The Niners will host the Packers. The Lions will be hosting someone on Sunday the 21st at 3. And then the final divisional round game has not been determined at all yet, and that will be Sunday the 21st at 6:30 p.m. So
I think since it's episode 1.
Yeah.
And I think we need to test some things out, right? So, with that being said, Mike, Joe. Fuck.
Get in the box.
Mute my mic. Joe, mute my mic. I said the F word.
Wait.
Just hit the, you don't have to go all the way down. You just literally just hit the button.
2 minutes on the clock.
Oh, I was going to say that.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the Pens. I do not. It's been so long since we talked about the Pens that I don't remember the last game that I covered. So I believe it was somewhere around after they lost to the Senators in overtime 5-4. So we're going to go from there. Pens blew out the Islanders 7-0 on December 27th at New York. Penguins hosted the Blues on December 30th, won 4-2. They hosted the Islanders on the 31st of December, won 3-1. They played at Boston on January 4th. Oh, wait, I skipped a game. Sorry. They hosted the Capitals on January 2nd and lost 4-3. They played at Boston on the 4th of January and won 6-5 in a crazy, crazy game that they almost choked. Lost on January 6th at home against Buffalo 3-1. Beat the Flyers and got some revenge finally on the 8th, 4-1 at Philly. Lost at home against Vancouver 4-3 in overtime on Thursday, the 11th. And then lost 3-2 at the Hurricanes in overtime on January 13th, and are now actively leading at home against the Kraken 2-0 with 7:20 left to go in the second period. Standings-wise, the Pens are currently, if it would show me, let me just type it in real quick. Yes, here we go. So, in the Metro, the Pens are currently 20-15-6, which means technically they are one game below 500 if you combine the losses and the overtime losses, which is good for 6th in the Metro. They are behind from 5-1 the Devils, Islanders, Flyers, Hurricanes, and Rangers. Rangers lead the Metro 27-13-2. Bruins lead the Atlantic. That doesn't mean anything, 25-8-9. And then in the Western Conference, Winnipeg Jets lead 28-10-4 in the Central, and in the Pacific, the Canucks lead 29-11-3. So that is your NHL standings as we currently are observing. And Mike is back on the stand.
I had to demonstrate it.
Yeah. Pens are scoring a lot lately, at least, which is good. Goaltending is a little bit inconsistent. Like I said, I would have wrote down some stats, but it's been so long since we covered the Pens that I figured I would just go over the scores and standings quickly. So that is the Pens for this week.
Yeah. In other weeks, we'll have a shot of the actual penalty box. We're just shorthanded this week.
Yeah,
because
everybody just got back.
Yeah, we just got back. So, and by the way, I don't know if we're actually gonna. It'll be a while before we actually get one of these for you.
Yeah.
Because I actually kind of like having this on because it's my fantasy football ring. I gotta have some.
No confetti poppers for celebrations to return to the studio this time.
Oh yeah, that was last year.
That was last year. That was our return from winter break last year. Was the confetti poppers, and that was a terrible, terrible, terrible idea.
You know what? If you look up custom championship rings and you can get it custom, we can pitch in and buy it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'll do that after the show.
Bet. All right, Atlanta Hawks still 15-23,
Oh,
and under 500.
God.
But they play the Spurs at 3:30. Which, by the way, the Pens are playing right now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're up 2-0.
They play the Spurs, who are 7-31.
Oh my God.
And they have Wembanyama, by the way. But he's the points leader right now for the Spurs. As he probably should be.
Yeah,
of course,
honestly.
Trae Young continues to be the points leader for the Hawks. God. So recently,
7-31
so far this year, they lost to Milwaukee, 125-121 in a close one. Then they lost to Cleveland, 117-115, and then they beat Detroit 130-108, and then they beat Charlotte 135-99. So far, the Hawks this year, they're starting to pick it up, which is normally how it normally goes for Atlanta. We'll see what happens. So far, this has been a disappointing season so far for the Hawks, considering when you see what they have, There's actually been some trade talks recently, now that I think about it, for the Hawks. They're not going to trade Trae Young or Jalen Johnson, but they're looking into trading DeAndre Murray, which I don't understand at all because you just paid that contract. They're in talks with the Lakers, who don't have anybody, which I don't get. Honestly, if your name is not the way the Hawks right now, which I wouldn't do it, but the way the Hawks have it right now, if your name is not Trae Young or Jalen Johnson, you're most likely on the trade block right now. So,
yeah.
As for Pitt basketball, right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're about 10 and 6 about. I might have counted that wrong. But tomorrow they play against Syracuse at the Pete. I will say this: they're struggling against ACC. They finally got their first ACC win against Louisville. They got their asses handed to them by Duke, 75-53. But they got their first ACC win against Louisville. But Pitt is struggling against the ACC this year, and that's not good. That is not good at all. You got to be able to play your division. Let's just say if you're expected to be a good basketball team. I find it funny. Beginning of the year, we said that Pitt's going to be a good basketball tournament team, and North Carolina's not. Man, the tables
UNC is 13-3, leading the entire ACC right now.
Yeah, shut up, bitch.
Yep, and then, oh my God, Pitt's 1-4 in conference right now.
Yeah, they're not good in the conference right now, and it's not going to get any better because they play Syracuse and Duke coming up. So
UNC just smoked Syracuse. Did you see the score of that game?
I did not know.
103-67.
Yeah, Pitt's got to get better. They got to get better. From what I understand, Federico's not even in the starting lineup.
Yeah, but what's up with that?
I don't know. I don't know what Jeff Capel's doing.
UNC has 2 really tough losses, too.
Now, I'm going to make this clear before anybody's... Last year saved Jeff Capel's ass, let's just say.
Yeah, like, definitely.
So he's fine. He's fine right now. He's not in the hot seat. But who is in the hot seat is Mike McCarthy.
He should be gone.
He should be gone. And Dak... I will say this. I'm impressed with Dak's leadership here because he said if Mike McCarthy's in the hot seat, then I should be too.
Well, they actually both are.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. If Dak's in the hot seat, what do you do if you're the Cowboys?
He's on a contract year, so you could trade him for some really good value right now. You could trade him to, honestly, you could trade him to Atlanta. You could trade him to Miami.
Good.
After that wild card loss, after the way that Miami finished the season this year, you could realistically, I think the Dolphins would take Dak over Tua right now.
Yeah.
No, maybe not. I don't know. There's a couple spots he could go to Denver. Because I think I think Denver's just outright going to release Russ because he has no trade value because of his contract. So they're outright just going to release him and eat the dead cap. You could potentially trade him to Denver.
Sidney Crosby's 574th career goal comes on the rocket off a wrist shot. I just got the alert.
Goal 574 for the GOAT.
The GOAT. By the way, Joe, how much time have we been recording? Because I don't think Mike knows where the timer's at for the thing. Oh, you see it. 21?
27.
27? Oh, dang.
That's it. We're going fast.
That's not bad. That's
you
not
know
bad.
what? We were talking about basketball. I'll get the rest of UNC's schedule real quick.
All right. By the way, I will say this. I'm impressed that for the ceremony thing, that's all you had. But I'm a little skeptical. I'm a little skeptical.
So UNC does have 2 tough losses on the year. They lost to number 8 Kentucky, 87-83, and number 1 UConn, shocker, 87-76. So those were their tough ones. They beat number 6 Tennessee. Do they have any other really good? No, that's it. So that's their best win on the year. The rest of the year, home against Louisville, at Boston College, home against Wake, at Florida State, at Georgia Tech, home against number 7 Duke is probably their big one that's left, home against Clemson, at Miami, at Syracuse, home against Virginia Tech, at Virginia, home against Miami again, home against NC State, home against Notre Dame, and they finished the season at Duke. So UNC's in a really good spot. They're really hot right now. I can't
Damn.
believe this team is this good right now.
Crosby's going to be over there. I'm showing the goal of Crosby just from a second ago.
Oh my God! Off the one-timer.
Crazy.
Holy cow!
That's crazy.
Yeah. UNC's got a relatively easy stretch to finish their season. They're ranked number 4 right now, but we all know college basketball rankings really don't matter that much.
No, they don't. And that's what kind of pisses me off a little bit about NCAA football rankings. Because it's like in basketball, they don't matter. You can be a good, like look at Pitt. They made it to the tournament and they weren't ranked at all last year.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
Let's see. What other teams are really playing well right now? I mean, there's a lot. There's
a lot. We can do a deeper dive later. But by the way, I'm going to get this out right now. Our TV date for Critical Eye has been moved for a week back, possibly. Isaac's been covering the Steelers and Bills since Thursday, I believe. So
yeah,
all good. We're just excited whenever it happens. It's going to
absolutely.
happen. It's most likely going to happen next week.
Just got pushed back a little bit.
Keep your eyes on social media.
Keep your eyes on social media. And
it's how it's how
probably hear it next week.
It's how the business works.
Exactly.
Gotta have a thick skin. You gotta have a thick skin, and it's really not a big deal. We're just thankful that we're having this opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
That's literally it.
100%.
So yeah, I mean, first Tailgate Talks.
Yeah, I know. This is weird. It feels like we're starting all over again.
I know, this is weird. Sorry, Borough Tailgates.
Yes. Also, we haven't gotten them all up, but we will be periodically releasing all the old episodes of Tailgate Talks on the new channel.
Whoa, Borough Tailgate Talks.
All the old episodes of Borough Tailgate Talks on the new channel. I think, how many have you gotten up?
20.
20
There's
of them?
just a limit. There's just a post limit with YouTube.
Which is really dumb.
It's stupid.
By the way.
But we have a plan, so just do that. Just watch. Okay, we don't mind. We don't care if you guys watch the old episodes. We care about you watching the new episodes of Tailgate Talks. We're just putting them up just in case.
Yeah, obviously. So you guys don't have to go back to the old Edinburgh Now channel to watch our old episodes. You can watch them from the same channel, have them all in one place. You can still do it. You can still go to Edinburgh Now and watch them.
It still helps us.
They're still on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they will also all be up on Tailgate Talks official.
Eventually.
At some point.
I
think you said we're gonna do a couple every week or something like that.
Yeah, so
like
then
every Monday.
This episode doesn't get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, we don't want it to get buried or anything like that.
Which, by the way, we could just keep each day uploading, but just set them to private.
We could do that, yeah.
Because when we set them to private, I mean, it obviously still shows the current ones, but in order, shouldn't it do it? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what we can do. Yeah, we'll probably just do that. Yeah, so I got nothing else.
Yeah, I don't think I'm trying to think of if there's any other new ideas to announce or anything like that. Nothing so far. I've mentioned some things, I believe, at some point. I also mentioned something on Going for Gold with him at one point, which is on Spotify, Going for Gold with Mike Kozminski. Go watch that. Well, not watch. Go listen to that on Spotify. It's a good show, too. I always say watch because I'm used to this, but it's only on Spotify and it's audio. But yeah, so when new things happen, we'll be announcing them on social media as well as whenever we record this every week. Mm-hmm. And I believe that is it. So I need a paper toss.
And also, don't know yet. We still got to ask. Dom might be on next week. We don't know.
Campus celebrity Dom Kaiser.
I still owe Bailey that episode.
Yeah, we do owe her that. Well, I'm not going to say we. You do. You're the one that made the bet.
So you sure there's nothing else?
Yeah, no.
I mean, with this.
No, yeah.
You sure?
Yep, not today.
Not today.
Maybe another day.
No, wait a minute. Now, wait, whoa. Time out. You sure?
Yeah, I got nothing else. I got an ESPN notification. Caleb Williams has finally officially entered the NFL draft. I don't think anyone's surprised.
No.
I think you just got it too.
Yeah, probably just did. Yeah. Why is it breaking news? I don't know.
Yeah. I guess he was thinking about staying, but there you go. Live update right there.
There you go.
Caleb Williams is entering the NFL draft.
There you go. All right. Send us.
Good night, America. That was a good one for the first one back.
Yeah, not bad.